Welcome to the Vue Card component tutorial. The Syncfusion Vue Card is a container-based user interface component used for displaying organized content. In this video, I'll demonstrate how to add this Syncfusion Vue Card component to a Vue application. I will also show you how to add a card header, content, image, horizontal card, and action buttons. I will start with the application creation process. I'm going to create a Vue application using the Vue Vite command. Make sure you have installed the latest versions of Vue and Node.js. To create a project in Vue, I open Visual Studio Code and type the command npm create Vite at latest. I provide the app name, my Vue app. Next, I choose Vue as the framework and JavaScript as the variant. The Vue project has been created. I navigate to the newly created Vue app and install the required dependencies using the npm install command. Now the application is configured with the default settings of a Vite project. To add the Vue Card component, I install the Syncfusion Vue Layouts package using the command npm install at syncfusion/ej2 Vue Layouts --save. This command will install the Layouts package along with its dependencies. Once the installation is completed, the application is ready to use. The first thing I must do here is register the trial license key to use the Syncfusion components. I open the main.js file and import the register license method from the Syncfusion ej2 base package. Using this method, I register the trial license key. To see how to generate the license key, refer to the link in the description below. The application is now configured to use Syncfusion Vue components. To start using the card component, I open the app view page and remove the default code snippets. To access the CSS styles of the card component, I add the required CSS references by importing the material theme. The Syncfusion Vue Card is a CSS-based component. It will be rendered only if appropriate CSS classes are added to the target element. Here, I will design a simple card with header, image, and content. First, I add a division element with a class container. This element will act as an outer layer of the card. Within it, I will add the card. I add a division element and the class card. This predefined card class will add all the necessary CSS styles to the division element and render it as a card. I also add a few CSS styles like margin and width to the container div. I save the changes and run the application using the npm run dev command. See, the card's outline is rendered. Let me show you how to add a header and content to this card. To add the header, I add a division element and the eCard header class. This predefined class will add style attributes to render the header. In this header, I will add a title and a subtitle, so I add a division with the class eCard header caption. Within it, I add two division elements and add the classes eCard title and eCard subtitle. I add the title and subtitle in the respective division elements. You can see the card is displayed with the given title and subtitle. Next, I will show you how to add an image to the header. Within the eCard header element, I add a division element with the eCard header image class. This predefined class will add styles to align the image inside the header. I'm going to add a profile picture, so I add a class called profile. Inside the style tag, I define the header image and profile classes and define the image's source path. See, now the image is rendered at the left side of the header. I can also display it on the right just by changing the rendering order. I will place the image next to the header caption. you can see the image rendered on the right. Next, to add an image to the card, within the card division element, I add a division element and add the classy card image. Inside the style tag, I define the source path of the image. Look, now the card is displayed with the image. Next, let's see how to add content to this card. To add the card content, I add a division element with a classy card content. Within it, I add the appropriate content. Look, the card is rendered with the provided content. By default, card elements are aligned vertically. You can render them horizontally using the eCard horizontal class. To demonstrate, I add the eCard horizontal class to the card division element. See, the card elements are displayed horizontally. Suppose I would like to align a specific portion of the card vertically, I can use the eCard stacked class. Here, I am going to align the header and content vertically within this horizontal layout. For that, I will add a division element with a classy card stacked and place the header and content elements within it. You can now see the header and content are aligned vertically in the horizontal layout. The card elements are rendered one after the other. To separate the elements, use the divider option. Here, I would like to separate the header and the content. So I will add a division element with a classy card separator between them. See, now the divider separates the image and content. Finally, I will show you how to add action buttons to the card. I add a division element with a class, eCard Actions. This class will add the necessary CSS styles to align the action buttons. Inside the division element, I add two button elements with a classy card button. I set the button text to like and subscribe respectively. Check now, the action buttons are added to the card and are arranged horizontally. To arrange them vertically, I add the eCard vertical class. Look, now the action buttons are rendered vertically. In this video, I have shown you how to add the Syncfusion Vue Card component to a Vue application and add a header and content to the card. I showed you how to add and position images on the card. Finally, you saw how to arrange card elements horizontally and add action buttons to the card. If you want to see a working example, download it from the GitHub link in the description below. I have also provided a link to check if you qualify for a free license key to use our Vue products through our community license. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.